guys, and welcome to the next episode of OTT Adventures. So we haven't done a whole lot with the boat of late. Busted myself up a couple of times. If you follow our Facebook, jump over and have a look. I end up in the hospital a little bit here and there. But basically, walking through the bush, stick straight through the thong and into the foot. Ended up in hospital there. 2 or 3 local anaesthetics and a bit of that laughing gas, and become good with a few tablets after that. But anyway, so yeah, you would have seen we've been out mackie fishing. We get a whole lot of meat with mackie, so yeah, there's no point going out quite often and doing that. But anyway, on to the next project. Here we go. I hate these things. I hate them with a passion. Pretty much if you got one of these or you're into these, you hate those. And we've got a jet ski. Basically had a mate ring up. Sorry about the wind, guys. Hopefully it's not coming through, but it's that time of year in the Pilbara. It's bloody windy every day now, coming into summer. But yeah, basically had a mate ring up, and today I'm clearing out my house. I've got this jet ski. Do you want it? Well, you can't say no. It's a 2017 Kawasaki Ultra LX. I think they're a 1300 or 1500 cc, but obviously no motor. She's in about 1 million pieces. All went down when COVID, couldn't get parts, all the rest of it. So here we are, this is where we're at. So we're gonna try and do something with this to help that. Now I know straight away what yous are all thinking. I'm gonna unbolt that and put it in there. Nah, no way. Jet power, good idea, great. Not very economical if you talk to the smart people. Propeller in the water, 100%. But anyway, so we'll stick with that. Obviously Suzuki, great, best product I reckon I've ever put on a boat. So yeah, I've got an idea, and it obviously involves that, and involves a lot of fuel going in that. So basically the ski holds 80 litres of fuel. I think it's 20 gallons on the US thing, which is, you know, about 4 litres, 4.2 litres, whichever way you look at it, whether the Imperial or whatever. So it's about 80 litres. So you can see that in there. So you got 80 litres already. I've already dummied this up. In my head, I've got lots of things going through my head, but anyway, I can fit 3 jerry cans neatly down each side. So that's 200 litres already. And then I've got that cavity there. So obviously exhaust systems, jet propulsion unit, all that crap will come out, all the wiring, engine mounts. We'll gut this ski and make it as light as we can. We'll probably take all the steering off. We might even take all of this off, drop the top down, make some plates up to seal this. I'll put a battery up the front. There's a, lift that up. There's a whole another compartment up the front here. And we'll leave that empty. Underneath that plate in the bottom there's a battery, and we might leave a battery in there, because if something goes wrong and it fills with water or cracks or something, I'm going to put a float switch and a bilge, something like that in here, so it'll basically look after itself. Maybe a small solar panel as a flat section here. But anyhow, like I said, I've got a whole lot of things going through my head. But anyway, so I'll start the painstaking exercise of starting to strip and clean this thing. It's a fair bit of work. There's a whole lot of room up inside above that fuel tank there. But yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot of research into this just yet. Don't even know if it'll work. I've been towing a tube around with the boat, and I've been watching the fuel figures with a couple of heavier kids on it, and there's not a whole lot of difference. Once it's up on the plane and going, it's good. So this could quite potentially open up a whole another area of doing some long distance trips in the boat. Basically getting to places, moor the ski. As you can, Jesus, there's that much room in the front here. I can put a nice mooring anchor and a float in there, sit the float on top, anything. There's all sorts of stuff we can do here. But and then we can go off, do our exploring. But no, then we've got some fuel to get home, because as you all know, fuel's the hardest thing to get. See what I'm saying? It's easier to be looking at it than looking for it. But obviously there's that fine balance of, there's no point towing this if I'm going to burn twice as much fuel. So there's going to be a whole lot of trial and error, let's say. It's got a float to start with, so I've got to block off obviously exhaust ports, exhaust here, a couple of drain plugs. We'll have to flip the ski over, drop all this jet unit out. I know that is a grab bar or something for getting back on. But whether we fill this jet unit hole in, fiberglass that in, seal it up and do whatever, take all this bloody speedo junk off it. But take that off, make a plate up for that, seal that one. But yeah, it's project time. Really don't know if this is going to work, but hey, no point sitting around waiting to see if it works. We've got to give it a try, and obviously we fall into the boat of how do we get two things to the water. It's bloody long, it's I think I measured it's 3.2 metres long. So I can't throw it on my ute. As you know, I run a dual cab, tray's about 2 metres, so it's too much overhang with the boat on behind it. So possibly she may be a 2-car mission to get started, but I definitely think it'll be well worth, that's if it works, well worth the trouble, because I'm tipping we may be able to possibly get nearly 400 litres in this thing. Basically, if it's full of fuel, the motor, it's a 3-seater, so you add 3 people onto it, it's probably looking like it'll be around the 300 to 400 kilos of fuel, motor and people on board. And obviously people on board is quite top heavy. We're going to stick it all down inside the hull, so it's all, nothing will stick up above here, so hopefully stability should be okay. But we'll do that, we'll trial it with a few bottles of water as we always do. Anyway guys, stick with us, this should be a good little project. It may sink, it may swim, I don't know, but anyway guys, cheers, stay tuned, and yeah, tell your mates as always.